Yo, No Cred fan, what it do? We are back. Want another EP 21 on the way. She got DC checking in.
It's your boy D. What up?
She got MT. We back with another installment. They talk NBA Finals, NFL, a little off the court, on the court drama.
Yes, sir.
We'll get into it.
We're definitely going to start off with now recap of Game 3 Finals between Indiana and Oklahoma City. But Indiana Pacers now take a 2-1 lead in this series over Oklahoma City. They have won 116 and 107. Let's go a little stats for you guys. Lou Dort finished off with 12, 4 rebounds. Jalen Williams 26 points, 6 rebounds, 3 assists. Chet 20 points, 10 rebounds, 2 assists. Shea Gilly with 24 points, 8 rebounds, and 4 assists. And then could have sworn that the bench from the Pacers had outplayed the Thunder's bench. Siakam had 21, followed by Naismith 7, Turner 9, Haliburton 22 points, 11 assists, 9 rebounds, Nembhard 8 points, 4 rebounds, 1 assist. And then the guy that I'm exactly talking about is Benedict Mather with 27 points, 4 rebounds, and 1 assist. All right, shot lights out. Definitely boost the Pacers over the top to take Game 3. But fellas, let's recap. How y'all feel about this? How you felt about the Pacers, man? Now leading an NBA Finals.
And Black Magic is working
2 games away.
Whatever they doing that, Indiana Black Magic is doing its job.
Mm-hmm.
But I think the Thunder's still good. Like I'm not nervous how I was with the Knicks. I feel like with some adjustments, the Thunder could definitely come back next game when it tied up. Do what they have to do to still won, and Indiana go back. It'll be a back and forth and whoever will take that lead. But I mean, I never really like to give onus to the refs and say a team lost to the refs. So I just think this game, Indiana out physical, out hustled this past game, and also at times watching this game, especially, I feel like the Thunder certain times felt like they should have got a call, or they were playing too frantically. Like even though J-Dub had 20 something, he had 20 plus points.
Yeah.
He felt to me like every single moment was rushed for him. It wasn't like really clean. It just felt real frantic, and I was like, I was telling myself, is he ready? I mean, granted they did, but I'm like, is he ready? Because Chet came out hot. To me, I was like, yeah, this is gonna be a long game for Indiana, especially Chet came out the game. So, and SGA was really getting balling out. But I just feel like at times the Thunder showed their young age in this game, and it kind of hurt them because unfortunately now you're down 2-1 in the series. But I mean, this team
2-1 is 2-1.
It's 2-1. Yeah. A lot of teams come back from that. And Indiana now is in the driver's seat right now. But I don't know. I just really feel confident that the Thunder are still good. They can still win the series. Sorry, Hov losing $1 million. Be careful. You should never told that. People should have never known about that.
Yeah, that was crazy.
The fixtures in. But I still feel like the Thunder could definitely take Game 4 and head back to close out the series in 2 more games in 6.
Yeah, I agree. I think Shaq got off to a strong start. Lou Dort had a couple threes in the first quarter, so it's good to see other guys show up outside of Shea and Jalen Williams and get in the box score and whatnot. But I also agree with Ali. I feel like there were a lot of 50-50 calls that went in favor of the hometown. And obviously, Indiana hasn't had an NBA Finals game since 2005. So you want to give that crowd something to cheer for. You want to give them a W, but I feel like you need to earn it. And, like you said, Mathurin, 27 points, TJ McConnell, hustle plays. They earned it in that right. But I still think OKC can withstand this punch, and I think they'll come back and respond. I think Shea will shoot a little bit better from the field, take care of the basketball. He had a career high, 6 turnovers. A little uncharacteristic from him. Chet is, still a little young. Still got to add a little bit more weight towards down the stretch. And I'm going to give you all those calls. I feel like that drive against Miles Turner was a lot of contact, but the ref is not going to blow the whistle at that point. But end of the day, Haliburton, every time we count him out, he comes back with another marvelous performance. So I want to give him his flowers because whoever did that GM survey and called him overrated, I mean, they eat their words. So hats off to Indiana. Obviously, you see my shirt, so I'm upset talking about these niggas. But
check on your local Knicks fan.
I'll be real and still say I'm confident OKC in 6. Like Ali said, I think they could take this punch and they'll respond better. And they have a good game script. So I think Casey Wallace, Caruso, those guys will play better. They'll lock up McConnell next game, and let's hope Benedict Mathurin doesn't turn to Kobe again. So,
Listen, fellas,
I got a lot of calls.
I'll be the dark horse. Man, it's looking like the Pacers here, bro. I think thinking about the quiet SGA, like, you got that MVP.
yeah.
We're taking the chip.
Chip.
I think the Brighton is there. Is plain, simple, right in your face. I think it's Haliburton's time, to be honest. It's the narrative of how many game winners he have hit since he's in this playoff run and within the regular season. All right, we got a bunch of guys who are playing their role on this Indiana roster. I feel like you have a collective of not necessarily role play, but I would say role players with the mix of all-star players and not necessarily a superstar, and they're all playing together. Like Obi Toppin, crashing the boards, bringing the energy. Like I said, Benedict Mathurin coming off the bench, 27 points, shooting lights out. Like these are pivotal games that you need to steal in order to put yourself over the top and to make up for a Siakam with he did have 21, but not an impactful game. Tyrese Haliburton coming off a little bit slow, but doing his thing and actually showing up late in the fourth quarter. And then you got TJ McConnell, little plays, little nuances, steals, those timely buckets. Honestly, fellas, if they continue to play like this game, the finals. Hey, I'm just saying.
Illegal plays.
Hey,
all right.
Right.
If they ain't see it, the rep ain't see it. The rep is.
All I'm saying is
they fix it.
There's a difference when you choose not to see it.
Yeah,
You man did it right in front of you. But
Turn
I
a
mean,
blind eye.
I respect that. Like you said, you got. I mean, I can see why they've had really a crazy year. Only one man. I don't know if you guys have been paying attention to this one guy. He put $1,000 ticket on Indiana winning championship.
Yes.
$6,000.
Cash that out.
If they do win,
Cash out.
Cash out.
Cash out.
He's
Right.
riding.
He waiting for the chip.
He's riding, man.
He about to see that.
He's
He'll be ready next year.
And to be honest with you, I feel like Andrew Nembhard is doing a pretty good job playing defense on SGA. I feel like that Canadian crime man right now. Hey.
It's a little,
Just saying.
a little hand checking going on.
Barbecue
saying.
chicken. I'll leave it go.
Sorry to cut. Speaking of things I didn't want to see,
What's up?
Reggie Miller, we tucking hoodies into jeans.
Nah, what I didn't want to
That's
see.
a swag.
What I didn't want
That's
to
the
see.
Indiana
Tucking
swag,
a
bro.
hoodie into jeans.
What I didn't want to see is Tyrese Haliburton pops pants. That's one thing I
Woo.
didn't want to see.
That's that dark magic, right?
That's that dark magic.
That's how you summon
Sacrificial.
them people.
Sacrificial thing.
I've never seen a hoodie tucked in jeans, bro.
It's Father's Day on Sunday. Shout out to all the black
Yeah,
fathers.
shout out Reggie.
Shout out to black fathers out
Just
there.
pants. But no, I mean, yeah. I mean, DC, if they do it,
So you got Indy. Sorry,
Winning.
6.
And 7.
I'm just floored that they even here right now. 'Cause they should've-
Yeah.
I
We
just,
gotta stop that.
Like it's
bro.
low key and
no,
7. And
I'm
guaranteed.
Guaranteed.
Halliburton.
Haliburton. You think it's gonna
Game
get one?
in OKC.
Yo, they would do
Game
that.
7 in OKC.
They would do
Because
that.
my like the way I feel, how much sustain I have for him and Indiana is really fucking Indiana. Like,
That's
like,
not-
if I meet anybody in, I'm gonna tell them, fuck you.
So like, that's why I want to
So
ask
that's how I
you, like, was last night his signature game? Because I feel like SGA, he's had good numbers, but he hasn't had a signature game yet.
Oh, you talking about for Halliburton?
Yeah, Haliburton. Was that his best performance? Because we know him. It's 23,
Okay.
9, 11, and then the next game is 8 points with a tour date. So,
True.
do you think he can tap into yet another performance, or do you think that was it?
I think so. I feel like last night's game was kind of like a stamping point for Indiana in totality, and it kind of like punch. It's like a nice little jab punch, like kind of like rattled.
I think the biggest
It does it a
weapon
little bit.
at the end of the day that we don't give a lot of credit to is coaching.
Yes.
Rick Carlisle, I don't know if a lot of people know, he was on that 2011 team when the Mavs they swept the Lakers with Kobe and Powell.
Mm-hmm.
They beat, I believe, the Spurs as well.
It's likely,
They played somebody else in the first round. No, they beat the Spurs, Lakers, and they played OKC with Kevin Durant, James Harden, and Russell Westbrook. And guess who they beat in the finals? The Heatles.
Mm.
So for him to collectively, and at that time they only had one bona fide superstar. That was only Dirk.
Yeah.
He's
Granted,
that guy, though. He's that guy.
granted, you have a collection of talent with this Indiana
Respect on
team
that.
where Tyrese is your focal point.
But he has other
He helps the engine go, but like you rely on Pascal to come out high or aggressive, so other guys can really start to follow that.
Yeah.
But like, yeah, I think Rick Carlisle's his experience is gonna hopefully help them propel them to potentially win the championship. Because this is technically Mark Dargano's first time,
Right.
and matchups and finding out those vets to put him in there. I think they're missing. My only Achilles heel with OKC is that they're missing that extra vet there. Because I know you have Caruso and Hartenstein.
Yeah.
I feel like you're missing one more. Maybe. Yeah, I just feel like maybe one more.
I feel like he messed up by benching SGA to start the fourth. I feel like if your team is up by 6, you give him that 52 seconds and then you let him get that in between the quarter break and you throw him out there.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that's because I think Indiana really took off in the fourth quarter.
Yeah.
Right? Mathurin, you said it, McConnell. So I agree. Coaching does have a factor, but also what does play a factor is the fact that the MVP is on one team. And last night it was an off game for Shea. Even though he had 24, granted, you know, he didn't shoot the best, but I think we haven't seen the surgical Shea that gets 37, 8, and 8. I think once that arrives,
No, I think
Indiana's gonna have to.
I think this,
someone else gonna have to step up.
For my last point, I just think I haven't seen a real like. It's a collective sometimes, which is nothing wrong with that. But I think I would like to see, and I think what we need to see also in this playoff is a Shea 40-piece dominant type of.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I've yet to see it.
Because it's
40, 45.
They beat collectively. Like you'll get beat by the whole team.
Yeah.
I'm like, at the end of the day, you're MVP.
Yeah.
And you need to put down the signature marquee game.
Maybe he's waiting till game 5.
Nah, I need to be
maybe game 4 tomorrow.
You need to show them because they already can't guard you.
Right.
But you need to let them know like there's no chance after this.
And it's good, like I said, when you see Dort making shots, Chet making shots, that makes his job easier because now if he is double teamed, he has somebody to kick it to.
Right.
But Haliburton, you know, we got some guys too. I mean, Naismith has not played that well this series, but we all know what he did against the Knicks. So
Timely threes though.
Timely
They got a big
threes.
three.
You know, Miles Turner didn't make too many plays, but defensively when they needed him,
Yeah, when you that's my only issue with the OKC. My last point is like you're not getting great performances from the Indiana Pacers.
No.
Like I remember, especially at halftime, Nembhard and Naismith had 3 fouls, and I think Siakam had 3 fouls.
Yeah.
So like,
So they leaving the door open.
So Alex Caruso got to play better. Hartenstein got to play better. Wiggins got to play better. Isaiah Joe, and I even throw in there Casey Wallace.
even with
They all had single figures.
Somebody
Right.
from that bench has to
predictions for game 4.
match Mathurin's.
I got to
think-
take game 4
I'm hoping that this
in
is,
Indiana, right?
yes,
Yes.
Indiana. This is my SGA go crazy game.
Okay.
35. You average 30 for the whole season. I need 40. I need 40. Like not even a question. I need 40.
Foul baiting aside.
Nah, forget foul
Play
baiting.
smart.
Straight to the.
If he plays to his strengths,
Yes, Nembhard cannot guard you, and if Miles Turner sneaks in, that's an easy pass to the dunker.
I need a 45, 5 and 5.
Even maybe a 50 piece.
But I'm
time to
taking,
do it.
I'm taking OKC in game 4.
Yeah.
Tied the series going back to
Because I
OKC.
think,
I like
I don't think they got an answer for Chet. He's really aggressive, and if J-Dub could just breathe, slow down for a little bit.
Young though, bro.
I know, but just
First
breathe.
rodeo.
Breathe
A
for a
lot of
second.
guys first rodeo.
Breathe for a second. Trusting Alex Caruso to help you out. You know, he's been there. He's
He
been to
got
the top.
better than down in the ball.
Who?
Caruso.
Caruso.
Nah,
Passing it right to
because they like to play fast. They want to check it in, but
Slow down.
Yeah.
You got the lead.
I got OKC game.
Yeah, I think OKC. I think a big team performance. As I said, the inconsistency of Haliburton is the only thing that scares me about this Indiana team. I've seen them do this near triple double in the next game, 7 points, 3 for 13. So I don't want him to play that way, but looking at the trends and how he's been throughout this playoffs, I can see a down game for him. But I'm going with OKC. I think they win by like 12. Statement win.
This should be.
Go back over.
Let us know, No Cred fam, in the comment section and on Instagram who you taking in game 4. Also your predictions for the whole series, who you taking to win the series, win the NBA Finals.